like just like you did. That was some very, very solid advice. But then, just as I stated earlier, it is her birthday, and we see that she has made her way to work, and her girls decide to throw her a little celebration, which I thought was super cute because sometimes when you go to work, people don't give a damn about you, won't celebrate you, won't motivate you, won't do nothing, just look at you in your face. So Candy, were you here for the whole the party, the little celebration that the girls gave her at work?
Yes. Can y'all hear me? Is there any
Yes,
feedback?
perfect, perfect.
Okay. Yeah, I was here for them doing that for her, but even though because I'm gonna say he forgot about her because he didn't
Yeah,
do anything for her, but I was happy they did something for her.
right, right. Because it went like literally. She goes to work late at night, so it was literally a whole day where he did not text, did not call, did not say happy birthday. But we find out the reason he did none of it was because it was his own anniversary. It was him and his girlfriend's anniversary. So how convenient was it that her birthday was literally on their anniversary? So side chick, you gotta wait till the next day to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, I felt bad.
So
Felt bad for her for that about that.
right. So then this is another thing. EJ, you muted.
I really been talking. My bad.
You said
I
what
said
now?
I didn't feel. I said I didn't feel bad for Jazzy about that part. She, you a side chick down. Just play a side chick role. That's what we. That's what not we, not me. That's what they do. Wait a second. I like to talk in the party of us, and I gotta rewind that one. But that's what she needs to do at this point. But I did like how her girls came together. Even her girl that ain't her girl, I like her. She
Right,
want to be down so bad.
right. Right. She was the one I was just about to actually get to her. She actually brought Jazzy a large amount of cash. Now, I kind of, you know me, I because watching Ruthless, it'll make you not trust everybody. So did she actually give that? She said she did take a little bit off the top because it was from her table. It was a tip, and the people said to give it, but she took her cut off the top. But did she really get that off the table, or did she go and steal that from somebody's table and give it to Jazzy? I was just like,
Now she took her over there to him, so I don't think she would have did that and then took her over there. That would
true,
have been crazy.
true, true,
But
true.
but
Okay,
I like
okay,
her. She be trying hard, but still you can tell she wanna be part of the gang. She really wanna
right.
be a part of the gang, but she just that annoying person that's just like, oh,
Yeah, she want to
Right.
be so bad.
oh,
But
happy
she,
early birthday to you. My daughter's birthday is also on the 24th as well. So happy birthday.
hey, okay. Well, the story about and I forget her name. I apologize for that. But the story about this one particular coworker, she's like already rich. So she really is only working there to meet men, according to what Jazzy said about her. So I mean, she did, step up a little bit and give her that money. So I can't be mad at her for that. I can't be mad. She might get in a little bit with the friendship. We'll see how Jazzy treats it later on. Let me read this comment. This is a long one, but let me read this real quick from Patty G over on Facebook. It messes with your mind when you find out you're a side piece. Men don't lie, they just tell you what they think you want to hear. Didn't matter how many times I asked, "Are you married in a relationship?" Then a few months later, I kept getting an unknown caller. Wow. Caller call finally answered, and it was his sister-in-law. He was married and a baby on the way. Talked to the wife and assured her I didn't know because he assured me he was single. She called him on three-way and got mad at her and her husband. Caught up, y'all. Dang. Dudes don't
Caught
be
up,
sharing. That was a real
caught up.
story. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, Patty G. Man, see, caught up for real. It's a real thing, and people don't really understand it. They don't really understand it.
Yeah.
But so anyway, we move forward. and we see Jazzy making her way out to the parking lot. And of course, who is there? The one and only Wayne Wonder with his flowers and his cupcake. Now, would y'all have taken the cupcake or would y'all have and the flowers
Hell
or would
yeah.
y'all have threw it in his face and be like kept moving?
Keep them flowers. Give me that cupcake because I like cake. I ain't wasting no cake. Keep them flowers though. They just gonna die
Right.
or be
Candy.
unalive. So sorry.
It's all good.
Mm-mm.
It's a no for me.
It's you're $2 short. No,
Right.
no. And
And she gonna get a card though. She gonna get that letter. So I'm taking that letter because it's probably gonna be some money in there. I'm always thinking if you give me a card or something like that, it got some money in it. And yes, I'm taking the cupcake.
But
yeah.
see,
And
but see, even though she tried to, she tried to give him a little bit more of her time, and it got interrupted by the phone call from the fiance.
Mm-hmm.
So she literally wasted a good 7 minutes, wasting her time trying to talk to this man when literally at this point nothing is really changing.
Right.
Okay, y'all. So she was like, even I'll go home with even this dude, the little nerd. I like to be a nerd, but he was just a little too corny for me. And he was like, "I'll take you home," like, like if
why
you
that
get
shirt
away
button all the way up to the top though? That's
all the
for
way.
me. I'm like, bro, unbutton your shirt. Like just one button at least.
Right.
Come on now.
Loosen up a little bit, cuz.
Okay,
Right.
like your neck look tight. Like it's just like breathe.
Okay. Adoption inquiries said I would have taken some money and bought my own cupcake.
Yes. I need cake.
Right.
I'm taking the cake,
Give me the
especially if
cake.
it's from my favorite cupcake place.
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah, I'm
did say
taking
it was
the
from her
cupcake.
favorite spot.
I got a special relationship with cake, and I would have took that cake and the card. Keep the flowers.
Oh my
I'm out.
God.
Give me this cake and
Well,
that card.
well, we see that she did keep the card, and she didn't read it yet. She didn't read because he kept saying, read my poem, but she didn't read it just yet. So she happened to he pulls up on her in the street. Like, how do you even know where she at? I guess because her schedule, she studies yoga, so she said her schedule was predictable. So he pulled up on her after yoga. And she was like, F you, because when she told him that she was
Mm-hmm.
basically pregnant. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, "What? Huh?" Went to stuttering. Like so she listened to what the masseuse told her, and he literally did what the guy suggested that he might do, which was like question her. Then he had the audacity to say, "Are you sure it's mine? Like for real? Like you
That
didn't
was
know
it.
you was up in that like that? Come on now."
Raw dog. And listen, Tika. That was my moment when I was like, okay, Wayne, I can't even take up for you no more. Like I can't even even like have an inkling of like, can we just move on to the next? Can we just move on? You doing too much.
He doing too much.
We
That
was
was
done
that
then.
was disrespectful. In my
That
opinion,
was
that was
Like,
disrespectful.
why it always got to be an assumption that like why just because you're cheating, why you got to think that I'm sleeping with somebody else? Because honestly, I thought that we was together. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he told her. She said, do you have a boyfriend? And she said, no, I'm not with anybody. He said, you have a boyfriend now. So you basically told me that we was
Right.
together.
Yeah.
So why you assume that I would go step out just because you stepped out? But that's normally how it works. People automatically assume that other people are doing the same thing that they doing just because they doing it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was just it was highly disrespectful.
That was
right.
disrespectful.
Right. So we see her and we're gonna be about 20 more minutes, y'all, then we're gonna be out. But we see her finally go home. She finally decides to pop that the day after pill, the morning after pill, which seemed like it's 72 hours later that she finally decided to take the pill. Um, so then we see him texting her again after she kind of like she's already solemn in a solemn mood, but he's like, Jazz, just read the letter. So she reads the letter. She finally opens the letter. It was a stack 5K, y'all. Man, this dude keeps
Thank you.
dropping coins on her. And it for her, I know it's not about the money, but 5K, please. If you want to drop 5K in my cash app, I will gladly take it.
Yes.
I'm just not
Okay,
gonna get
told
the
you.
rest of me though. So anyway,
Keep the
she
card.
reads.
Always keep the card. Always.
Okay, that part. Gotta keep the card.
Oh,
Got to keep the card. So the very last line of that card is, or that letter, that poem is, my favorite thing is to hold you. Or my favorite thing to hold is you. So now he has literally wrapped her around his fingers, toes, earlobe, everything at this moment. I'm just like,
She
the
caught,
games, the games, the games.
mental.
she
At this
caught up.
point, at this point, before we get to the last season or last episode, do you guys think he's actually feeling her, regardless of what he said about the whole baby situation?
Honestly, I do. I think that the baby thing, I think that was a natural reaction for a cheater. Just keeping it real. I think that was a
Right.
natural reaction for them. But at the same time, I honestly think that he is feeling her. I don't think he meant to feel her. But the problem now is that wifey is back to doing what wifey used to do. And now that complicates things because now you had a reason before, but now you don't have a reason. Now your reasoning is shot. And at this point, it's just, maybe it makes him feel a certain type of way now. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, I don't feel bad because, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, you act like you don't even want me. So, and we got to keep in mind that these two are actually not married. So we also got to keep that in mind. They're
Right.
not married. They are
Right.
in a long-term relationship, but they are not
Common
married.
law marriage.
Yeah,
Right.
but they're not like legally married. So if he got up and left tomorrow, it is what it is. Or if she left tomorrow, whatever the case is. So I think that now that she's back to doing the things that she used to do, and now that she's back to her old self, you know what I'm saying? That
Right.
now it complicates things even worse because he fell in. I don't know if he's in love with her. I feel like that's where they're leading us to, but I don't think I've ever heard the words come out of either of their mouth. Have they? I don't know. I don't remember. But I said all of that to say that I think that he does really have a thing for her, but now that thing is complicated because his wifey at home